This 26 Sports and CCTV high school volleyball presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
And welcome back to Cadillac High School. Game number 2 coming up in this best 3 out of 5 dual Big North Conference matchup between the Cadillac Vikings and the Traverse City West Titans. Jay Simon and Acacia Holmes with you. 25-11, the Vikings dominating the opening set. Acacia, a lot of that off the arm of Kylie Christensen.
Yeah, she's on fire tonight.
Head coach Michelle Brines, over 500 wins as a head coach, and that is a big, big number. Loves to run a quick offense, and they've been able to do that tonight as the Titans will start off game 2. And libero Grace Martin puts it into the net. And her counterpart, Mary Kate Taylor, will serve for the Vikings with a 1-0 lead. Tiernan to Jenkins. She'll have to push it short. Dug up. Finch to Christensen. Tip. Put down at the 10-foot line. Had a net violation as well. Either way, Viking point 2-0. Taylor, down ball coming, free ball for the Vikings. Finch will dump another one to the 10-foot line, nearly dug up. Nice effort by Victoria Green, the senior, the lone senior. As the only other senior on the roster, Kirsten Sorensen is out with an injury, so Victoria Green holding things up for her senior class. Couldn't quite come up with that one. Green with a nice pass. Tiernan to Jenkins. She'll have to push this one over again. Finch outside to Kahani with the blast. Boy, in Acacia, Brooke Kahani doesn't get off the ground terribly high, but she just doesn't need to.
No, she's got really long arms that really helps her get that ball down.
Nice high contact point. It's almost like a college atmosphere as they've got a couple extra ball people to make sure a ball's ready to go, keep things moving along. Don't see that in high school a whole lot. Taylor. Jenkins with the pass. She'll get it back. Finally gets a decent swing and is able to put down the roll shot. Acacia, the Titans are just out of system a lot. Talk about that. What does out of system mean?
They're just not moving to their bases very well, not quickly enough for the Cadillac offense.
Finch outside for Christensen. Tipped and dug up. Transition, Jenkins. Dug up by the Vikings. Finch out to Kohani. Big swing is touched at the net. And it'll be Viking point. Titans not arguing. Two toughest jobs in the universe, Acacia, are officiating and mothering. You've done both, and I want nothing to do with either one. There's an errant pass that ends up as a kill. Oh! Finch with the tough serve. The bad pass, though, goes over the net, and the Vikings not ready. Lands inbounds, and it'll go back over to the Titans. Sophia Jenkins back to serve. 5-2 Cadillac. Vikings up 1-0. Jenkins with a nice short serve, and Christensen unable to get underneath it. Coach Brines talked about in the pregame, Acacia, they wanted to spot serve. They wanted to try and target specific people. Looked there like Jenkins was doing a nice job of finding an open spot on the floor. Kohani from the weak side on the back set from Finch puts down the kill. I noticed on that one, Christensen actually stepped up for that serve receive.
Yep, typically your middle is not as strong in the back as she is in the front, and maybe Traverse City's picked up on that.
Christensen, though, not subbed out for the libero. Does a nice job all the way around. Net bouncing, no call on that. And there's a kill on the outside by Kapusinski. I'm sure you watch this similarly the way I do. It's hard not to watch volleyball for me like a coach anymore, and it's probably hard for you to watch volleyball not as an official.
It definitely is.
Tiernan with a nice back set. Down the line. Good. There's a good swing there from...
It's nice to see Traverse City taking some swings again this game.
Yep. Skirmahorn, I think, on the weak side there. I missed the number. Back to serve is Ella Griggs. Christensen will have to set that ball, and she's going to double contact it. Double contact, of course, meaning that ball in the hands a little loosely. I'm sure you probably caught out on that right away. There is one case where you can double contact a ball, though. When is that?
On the first touch.
First touch on a serve, and now we've got... Did you see the call on that one?
I did not.
I think that was a rotation call. She said number 4, I thought, but I don't see a number 4 on the floor for the Vikings. Talk about that in a minute. Finch, Christensen. Tipped and dug up. Outside. Dug up by the Vikings. Little miscommunication. Christensen sends it over as a free ball. Battle at the net. Finch will dig it up. Christensen will send it over two-handed. Another chance for Skirmahorn outside. No dice. Finch out to Kapuscinski. Dug up. This will be a tough one. Jenkins out of the back row will have to send over a free ball. Another nice block at the net and tipped up. Skirmahorn with the down ball. Finch in transition, and Christensen, after all that, will get the kill on the little tip in the middle. Titans did a great job defensively there for quite the stretch, but couldn't finish it off. For those that may not understand, Acacia, the rotation issue, volleyball rules, you have to be in a certain spot in comparison to your teammates when the point is started, right?
Correct.
Tipped. Piles with the down ball. Dug up by Martin. Weak side swing, dug up nicely. But the second ball, Finch unable to get to it. And it will give the point to the Titans, who have closed to 8-7 here in the second set. Much better start for Traverse City West in this one.
Seem to have a little more confidence this game.
Senior Victoria Green back to serve. Taylor shanks the serve receive. Finch will save it. Sends over a tough ball. Martin with the down ball. Dug up by Christensen. Finch piles, leaves it short. Piles, one of 5 seniors on this Viking squad, getting some time at right side in this set. That was a tough serve. And a free ball coming now for the Titans. Tiernan, back set. Kill put down by Angela Papinello, the sophomore middle hitter. And for the first time since they led 3-2 in the first set, Acacia Titans with the lead, 9-8.
I don't think Cadillac was anticipating the opposite side quick.
Kapuscinski with the nice pass. Piles will push it deep. Tiernan outside for Skirmahorn with the kill. 10-8 Titans, and head coach Michelle Bryans has seen enough. Timeout Cadillac. Well, we talked a little bit about how the Titans were a little out of system, and part of that was because the Vikings were serving tough. And when we talk about out of system, we're saying that there's a certain offense that all teams like to run, but that offense is predicated on the setter getting the ball in the setter's position. If you're looking at the floor from our main camera, that circle in the middle, for Cadillac it would be the far side of that circle. For Traverse City West, it would be the near side of that circle. If you can get a pass to that player, that opens up a whole lot of opportunities, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Typically you want the pass to go directly to the setter so they don't even have to take a step.
That allows you to run stuff quick in the middle. It allows you to send it outside, run your slides, run your back sets to your weak side hitter. If you've got a back row setter in a 5-1 offense both of these teams run, they do have those opportunities when their setter's in the back row. You've got 3 options, 3 hitters. And the Titans have been able to run their offense better in this second set. There's another pass off at the 10-ball line. Skirmahorn will send one deep, dug up by Christensen. Finch outside. Kapuscinski is dug up. There's a down ball from Skirmahorn. Finch will send over the tip, and the campfire is lit. Falls in the middle of the Titans' defense. So the Vikings stop the run. And back to serve is Jordan Ellens. Errant pass. Solid set from Martin on the bump set. Finch will go after it, and there we see Acacia the advantage of having a 6-foot lefty setter.
That's not something you anticipate as getting a kill off of your setter.
Allie Finch saying, you know what? I need an opportunity for myself. I'm going to take this swing here. As we mentioned, Finch is a Miss Volleyball candidate. Will graduate early from Cadillac. She's headed to Ball State University to play volleyball. And that's 4 contacts, never came over the tape. She's going to graduate from high school Acacia in November, and she's going to go to Ball State so she can work out with the team and get to know things, and she's going to be really ready to go come fall 2017.
What a great opportunity for her.
Tiernan back set. Walters blocked. Sent back. Skirmahorn can't save it. Sorry, that's Patinella. Walter is number 7, the opposite middle hitter. Patinella blocked. Vikings up by 2, 12-10. Jenkins will send over the free ball. And Kapuscinski puts that one into the net. Viewers might be wondering why Jordan Ellens not called for the double. That's what you talked about, that first contact, whether it's a free ball or a hard-driven ball, it doesn't matter. You're allowed to double hit that first ball, right?
Yes, you are.
Finch back setting. Kapuscinski dug up. Titans. Jenkins. Big swing.
She's really making good contact this game.
The trouble for Jenkins, Acacia, she just hasn't gotten many good opportunities. They haven't been able to get her a good ball she could really go after. That was a tasty one, and she got a good swing on that one. 12-12. Skirmahorn back to pass. To serve, excuse me. Finch will block. She's live. If she's in the front row, she is allowed to go after that ball above the tape. Maybe the Titans not recognizing that they had a live setter. Vikings by 1. And we got a kill from Patinella. There was also a net violation on the Vikings, but it doesn't matter. Titans in this set. They lost the first 25-11, but they've got this one knotted at 13 as Martin goes back to serve. Little jump float. Christensen saved by Finch. Boy, oh boy. What an advantage to have a big left-handed setter who can take that shank shoot pass, I like to call it, and still send it over.
You can tell she's experienced. Her team's struggling right now passing, and she's really getting them out of some holes.
There's a big block from Kohani and Christensen. And the Vikings go up by 2. She's been on the varsity, Allie Finch has, since her freshman year. 4-year varsity member. Taylor. Tiernan will send it to Jenkins. She'll send it over 2 hands again. Kapuscinski, and there's another destroyed swing by Allie Finch. Talk about what that does for the blockers, too. They've got to respect that, right?
Absolutely. Her hitting from the second pass, too, it's hard for them to get over there in time.
Here's Jenkins with a nice look. Dug up by Kapuscinski. Finch out for Kohani, who puts it down. As a middle blocker, you have to stay home. You can't jump to the outside early because you don't know if she's going to dump it or send it, right? And we're going to get a timeout from the Titans. 17-13, Vikings with the lead. Jay Simon and Acacia Holmes with you. talk about our crew tonight. Our director is Dakota Pike in the truck with the big boss man himself, Eric Wotilla. Wyatt Van Dynen, I don't know why I call him Van Dynen, Wyatt Van Dynen, and Rain Johnson Hill on camera. We've also got Taylor, and Dakota's going to tell me in my ear what Taylor's last name is. I didn't hear him. I'm sorry? Burns, Taylor Burns, thank you. Taylor Burns, our third camera operator. Rain and Taylor, I believe, both come from our digital media production program over at the Career Tech Center. Out of the timeout, Jenkins with the kill.
Traverse City's really passing well this game. Their setter's not having to move much and allowing her to get some good sets to those hitters.
Yeah, Tiernan, the junior, Brenna Tiernan, the junior setter, was working really hard in the first game, chasing a lot of errant passes. She's been able to focus as Finch makes a nice save on that set. And the Vikings will get the point. So Tiernan in the back row now, so 3 hitters up front for the Titans. Finch now in the back row, so the Vikings will have 3 opportunities in the front as well. Martin with the nice pass on the net for Tiernan. And Walter is blocked at the net. Big block in the middle. Christensen.
Cadillac certainly has some height in the front row right now.
Yeah, between Christensen, Kohani, and Michaela Johns, all 3 of them going over 6 foot, or close to it. Free ball for the Vikings. Finch, slide for Christensen, who makes something out of nothing. Dug up, though, by the Titans. It's a nice cross-cut shot. Christensen with the tip. Jenkins with the dig. Skirmahorn with the down ball. Finch out for Kohani. Blocked and dug, but it will land out of bounds. John's all over that, watching that closely. Setting herself up to know if that was going to be out of bounds. And the Vikings go up 20-14 now with a 6-point lead here in the second set. Finch. Tiernan, back set for Jenkins, and she gets away with one. Found the outside of the block, Acacia, and then the defense. I think it got altered just enough. Nobody quite in position to go after that.
Right, hadn't quite shifted enough yet.
20-15. Vikings with the lead. Jenkins back to serve. Christensen. Finch with the tough set. Johns does something with it. Jenkins out of the back row with the down ball, dug up by Kohani. Finch, quick set to Christensen and blown away. Kylie Christensen and Allie Finch. I think that connection's happened a few times over the last few years.
I think so. They're looking good.
21-15 Vikings. Kohani back to serve. And the freshman puts that one into the net. 21-16 Cadillac. Finch, Christensen off the hands of Brenna Tiernan. It's a tough ball. It's a high ball, hard driven. You're not sure if that's going to go out of bounds. That's where court awareness comes in, huh?
Yeah, I think that one was headed out had they not put a hand on it.
Allie Finch will wipe up a little wet spot out there on the floor. Christensen, jump float, taken by Jenkins, overpassed and put down by Kapuscinski. Second ref indicating game point, but the screen says 23-16, so does the scoreboard. Christensen with the jump float, and that's shanked.
Hard spot right there.
Game point for the Vikings. Christensen targeting Jenkins. Jenkins out of the back row. Dug up. Finch. Out to Kapuscinski. Dug up by Jenkins. Roll shot is dug by Taylor. Finch back set, looking for Johns, and she'll send that into the net. Darcy Danzer, I'm going to say Danzer, the freshman, she'll come off the floor with those swings on the opposite side. We mentioned Titans are young, 6 freshmen and sophomores on the varsity. Finch, back row for Kapuscinski. Can't dig it up. And that will close out the second set for the Vikings, 25-17. Cadillac goes up 2-0. I want to thank our sponsors for their support of this broadcast. Cadillac Casting, Pack Mail, Bigelow Supply, Douglas. I'm going to have to ask how they want that pronounced. High Point Auto, Cadillac Tire, Pizza Plus, Bowman and Rogers, Crystal Flash, and Vickery Financial. Thank all of them for their support of fall sports, football and volleyball here on 26 Sports and CCTV. If you get a chance to get out there and thank them yourselves, we encourage you to do so. 2 sets in the books. Titans trail the Vikings 2-0 after 2 games. Back for the third set right after this.